Hello everybody, it's Dawn and welcome back to First Light Creations. Hope you're enjoying the week and having a good time. Well, today I'm going to show you how I make, it's a greeting card, it's a 5x7 greeting card, but when we're done, it's going to look like a panelled front door with a wreath on the front of it. So I'm going to start from scratch, so to speak, start from a blank card. So this is my 5x7 blank card. And what you will need to do, I'll just slip that to one side. You will need another 5x7 single card without being folded, and you will need to measure 1/2 inch in all the way around like that. Then you will need to take your ruler, and you can use scissors if you want to, but I'd recommend using a craft knife if you can, and cut it out. Once you've cut all of this out, you will have a piece that looks like that. So it'll be nice and gappy in the middle. Now I'm going to bring this bit back into the middle. Because I've got a white board and I'm working on a white paper, the sun is blaring through the window and I can't actually see what I'm doing, but there you go. So on the back of there, we have got some foam pads, which I've already put on. These are just ordinary foam pads. And all I did was, because we needed them to be half the width that they needed to be, because obviously a full foam pad might make it stick out. What I did, I'll just show you quickly, I just took my scissors and cut it in half lengthways like that. So that's all I did. Very, very simple. We have done that exercise on this channel before, but just in case you might have missed it, if you're newer to the channel, that's how we did it. So I've got foam pads all the way around, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to take that off, or turn it over. I've taken all of the backing tape off as well, so you don't want to sit there watching me do that. That took quite some time, I have to tell you. And I'm going to lay that down like that, and then you have your front door, or your panel to your front door anyway. But then we need this bar in the middle. Now, I'll give you a quick tip about that. Keep hold of the piece that you cut out from the middle. So you had a mat that you cut out from the middle, and I've already used this bit once. And all you need to do is, as you can see, the width is exactly the same. So all you need to do is measure down by 1/2 inch. I will put all of these measurements down in the description below so that you don't have to worry about remembering them or writing them down if you haven't got a pen and paper handy. So just lay it in, measure down 1/2 inch and cut across. Couldn't be simpler. So there we go. And when you've done that, you will have a piece like that. And once again, I have put foam tape on the back, or foam pads on the back. And I'm going to put that roughly through the middle. I haven't even bothered to measure it, but it's roughly in the middle. And then what you will need 4 panels of 1 1/4 by 2 inches. And there they are. And again, I've just got whole foam pads on the back. And what we're going to do, we're just going to build this front door image up like this. So again, I've taken off all of the backing tape just to save a bit of time. And we're going to put these panels in like that. We'll line them up as best we can, because once we've got the wreath on, you're not going to see much of the top of the door anyway. So then we need a letterbox. You don't have to put the letterbox on if you don't want to, but I'm going to. And my letterbox measures 1/4 inch by 1 1/2. And for that, I'm going to just use a bit of my red runner tape. So just a piece of runner tape will do. You can use a dab of glue if you want to. Well, actually, before we put that on, I almost forgot that was almost this week's deliberate mistake. So I've decided we're going to have a letter poking out of the letterbox. But because we've got a white front door, I didn't want to do a white letter. So this is just a scrap. I haven't even measured it. I'm imagining it's about 3/4 inch by probably just under half, but I haven't measured it. All I'm going to do is find a pair of scissors, which is under all that clutter. And what we're going to do, we're going to cut off just a little corner like that. We're just going to cut off one corner. And as I've already put the sticky tape on, we're going to turn it over and stick it to the back like that. And then all I'm going to do, I've got other bits sticking to me as well, but never mind. I'm going to take some of that runner tape again and go over the back just once more. Then I'm going to bring that in, put that out the way, and we're going to lay that where you want your letterbox to be. Now the reason I did this, you don't have to do this bit if you don't want to, but I did it because that way you could personalise it. You could put the person's name on it if you wanted to. And of course you don't have to do it white. You can do it any colour you like. Now I'll let you into a little secret. The reason I did mine white is because the inside of my front door is also white, and that's where I've got my wreath hanging, because it's one of the wreaths that I made. So we are going to put our wreath together right now. Now I've cut it, or I've printed my wreath off. I just took a photograph of it, and I've printed it 4 times. And once again, I have got foam pads on the back, and I'm going to stick it not right over, but I'm going to stick it fairly near to the top of the front door, like that. So I'm going to layer that piece up first. I've got 3 that are the full size, and then what I'm going to do, I'm not going to try and line them up. What I'm actually going to try and do is I'm going to try and rotate them so that they're offset, so that we make up a nice full wreath. So I'm going to put that one there like that. And I have one more which is slightly smaller. It's this little top bit here. And again, I'm going to offset it. And I'm going to stick that down there. And there is our front door wreath card all finished. So that was quick and easy, wasn't it? It will stand up, despite all the bulk on the front, it will stand up quite nicely. But if you're worried that it won't stand up, or it might not stand up, you can always add an extra mat on the inside. But this is a 300 GSM card, so it's quite strong. So it should stand up really nicely, even with all that bulk on it. But there we go, I shall lay it flat so that you can see it. So there we go, this is our front door wreath card. So I hope you've enjoyed that and found it useful, and indeed you give it a go yourself. Now you don't have to make wreaths like I do. You could actually save this project for a Christmas one. I'm sure we've all got Christmas wreaths, whether we've made them or brought them. So photograph your Christmas wreath and print that out and make it a Christmas card. It'll be just as good and just as acceptable. But because of this bulk, it may not go into an envelope. That's the only thing I'd say about that. So you may need to make a card or a box for it. But if you don't want to do that, just don't put so many... There are 2 ways actually that you can overcome that problem. Either don't put so many layers on, or when you're putting it together, assemble it with double-sided tape rather than foam tape so that it's not quite so bulky. But I shall leave you to decide how you want to do that. And in the meantime, I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day and the rest of the week. And I will be back on Saturday with another project for you. And so I hope you enjoy that too. So in the meantime, thank you very much for watching. Thank you to all our subscribers, whether you're new subscribers or long-term subscribers. Lovely to have you with us. If you haven't already subscribed and you're enjoying these videos, please do hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell. And then you'll see more of our videos. And in the meantime, thank you again for watching. I do appreciate it. Have fun, everybody. And as always, take care and happy crafting. Bye-bye for now.